Hey Alfa Romeo fans, that also happen to like Hot Wheels. So we have the Alfa Giulia TI Super, and that is numbered 195 of 250 for the 2025 season. Part of the Compact Kings line. Okay. Let's take a look at what we have here. Starting on the side, we just have these disc wheels, like DTM kind of wheels. I'm going to 3D print my own. Boy, this casting is looking rough under this paint. Look at, or this paint is just looking rough. It's so like puddled up and stuff, so that's not great. But you have the clover leaf there, printed nicely. We also have like a marker here. Looks like yellow and black. You know, I'm gonna have to zoom in a little bit because I'm having a hard time seeing. I thought that might have been text next to it, but it's just black. I'm not sure if it should be text. That's a cool little 63. I like how that was done. Door handle sticking out here. Yeah, little finger rest, finger detent, I mean. Alfa Romeo, Hot Wheels, Momo. Okay. Yeah, look at the pitting on that thing. Not great. So this is cool how they used a white bottom to have this white graphic, because a lot of Alphas did have that color down there. The front, we have just a chrome plastic piece for these Fresnel lights and smooth lights, and then the Alpha grill there is nice ribbing there. This side here, well, the paint looks somewhat better, but not great. Yeah, okay, going to the back. Now this is nice. I like how the taillights are painted and you have something in the license plate, because it's real pain to paint stuff. Just a cut off sausage looking chromed exhaust tip. It's interesting. Oh yeah, so that must be part of the interior piece. And then you got the standard text telling you what it is. Oddly, no date whatsoever. So please leave a comment. Is this the first time this car has been cast? I feel like it is, but maybe it's not. Some hood pins there, some ribbing here for the vents. Nice blue windows here, and then we have this different texture for that, like mimicking the blackout. So you got a chrome interior, of course, because that's what's carrying across to the front end, and I'm okay with that. I don't really look at interiors after these videos. That's a very horizontal steering wheel, though. So it's kind of, well, I guess it's either that or 45 degrees and upwards. So racing seats, very nice. There's actually like a roll cage in this thing, so that's definitely a racing interior. The opposing windscreen wipers, although they're just floating, no arms. Okay, I do like that there's no window here. There's some extra rib in this window though for strength or something, or just to make the plastic flow better. Alright, maybe that's the fuel filler if I had to guess. More pin latches, and oh my goodness, this is just horrible. I really gotta look at these things better in the packaging. I had like 2 or 3 to look at, and I did compare too, but it's hard to tell what's going on through the blister pack, right? But this looks horrible. Such a shame. Well, I can only hope that a premium brand will make this. Actually, I think Kyosho did. We'll have to see. Alright, anyhow, I'm going to do a wheel swap, and then we'll compare it to some photographs. Alright, so see, in this photograph, it doesn't actually have headlights here. There's just some sort of grill, it seems, and that's what Hot Wheels went for. I couldn't find a paint livery exactly like this, but I did see some other pictures where they painted more of the front end a solid color that wasn't the main body color. So a few different inspirations went into making this particular casting, it seems. This one, it does still have all 4 headlights. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, I like how they, painted the tail lights and the license plate for us, because it just looks better done from the factory, right? So the wheels, they're just the wheels that came on this car as probably stock or maybe an option. I'm not sure. They're just, I think, stamped. I don't know if they're, you know what? They probably are cast aluminum wheels. Sorry, I'm looking at the photographs right now. Anyways, I did the best I can. They're very high-profile tires, as a car from this era would have. I added some silver paint, just some, paint marker. Makes it really easy. And I think that's it. I didn't really bother with too much else. So yeah, the front end, maybe there's some black paint wash in there. Yeah, definitely, and some silver paint there. Okay, well, that's it. So let's take a look at a few other things. So Kyosho has a normal road-going car, and it has round, smaller openings in the stamped steel wheels. You can see the paint's having a hard time. It's weighed on pretty thick. You can also see the paint rash developing because diecast kind of stinks. It's just not a stable material. Yeah, but what can you do? These things are cheap. Probably $6 this Kyosho when it was new. Okay, so nice treads though. Kyosho did and does really nice tire treads. They don't look like truck tires. Here's probably my favorite Alfa. Well, I don't want to guess, but a 1750 GT-AM. Yeah, so the Kyosho did a good job again with the tires and the wheels. Granted, this is just slicks because it's a race car, but I added my own license plate on this one. And then another Kyosho, just a sedan, 75T Spark, I guess from the late 80s. Just thought I'd throw up another sedan. Alright, well, you know, I trust Kyosho to be 1/64 scale. Hot Wheels, it's pure luck if it ever is 1/64 scale. But they never claim to even try to be 1/64 scale, so it's perfectly fine. It's basically they're just trying to make things that roll. Okay, well, sorry. Give you a low-down approach and start clearing off these vehicles and actually closing out those photos because they're kind of distracting now. I think for the money, this one, not bad. The quality control wasn't the greatest. You know, the actual casting had some definitely, or paint in the rear, definitely some problems there. So you got to make sure you inspect those models at the store before you buy them. But I was too lazy. Thank you for watching today. We'll see you the next time around.